I'm Lynn and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I'm so excited. I did this more wedding, prom, date night glam with the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Dollhouse palette. If you'd like to see how I got this look with this beautiful palette and swatches, then just keep on watching. I am beyond excited. Neutrals and whatnot are out of my comfort zone, but the Dollhouse by Blend Bunny Cosmetics is just so beautiful, and I have a few looks in store. This right now, because I haven't felt well and Sunday is in like a couple days and I wouldn't have enough time to do 3 looks in one palette. I'm planning on either Wednesday or next Sunday being 3 looks one palette, so I'll definitely have that up ASAP. But look at how beautiful. I'm obsessed. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my lid primed with the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas and Fair and go from there. My lid is primed and ready to go. I'm not sure what colors I want to take. I've taken a couple and just swatched them a little bit on the back of my hand, but I'm so drawn to the purple. But then I was like, why not do like a prom or wedding look? So I think that's what I want to do. So to start out, I'm going to take the beautiful shade Attic. Ooh, knock everything around. I think to start out, I'm going to take Attic right here and just apply it in the crease and take it a little bit upwards. I want it to be really kind of a smoky with a twist. I'm going to take my Melt 523 brush, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of start about right here up towards my brow bone area, a little bit above the crease. Just kind of pat it down and kind of make it a circular shape. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. I'm gonna do about a half C shape. So I'm taking it and I'm just kind of building it up. It doesn't take much. It's so far very buttery. I'm really like, wow. I knew that it would be amazing because the other palettes are as well, but like, this is, as far as me playing with like softer, more smoky, not super colorful colors, this is just mind-blowing. I'm in love. So I'm just gonna take it about like these. Just take it in a little bit. Kind of just patting it down. So about like this. And I just, okay, I have so many thoughts right now and they're all so good. Like, I'm really so excited. Elena Badrow brush. I'm gonna make sure it's cleaned off because I just like had no energy by the time I finished doing everything that I did yesterday. So making sure it's cleaned off. I'm gonna go into the shade, let me see, what would be a really good one here? I think I'm gonna go into Plastic real quick. It's such an interesting shade. Like, I feel like it would be a nice transition, and I did swatch that one on the back of my hand. So also I've noticed as well, which I will get to swatches. There will be swatches in this video. I'll just do them later on this evening. But I did notice that it looks like there's different variations of like black and like different like undertones and whatnot, so that you can create the most amazing smoky eye. And I am like so excited about that because I do love me a little smoky eye. But I am going to go into Plastic with this brush, and I'm just going to tap off a little bit of the excess. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to just kind of pat it along top here, the shade Attic, just to get it. If we lose that first shade, we can just go in and touch it up, but I'm just going to pat it down. And I'm going to bring it in a little bit more. There we go. I'm gonna do little baby back and forth windshield wiper motions. And here, I'm just gonna kind of pat it alongside here on this outer bit. Kind of wing it just a little bit. I think we're gonna do a little bit of a blown out effect here. I'm gonna go back into Attic and touch it up. So I've gone back into Attic and I'm just making sure that I got a nice little bit of a smoky going on here. And I'm so far really just mesmerized by how effortlessly this is blending, and I just stumbled over my words. Okay, so I've had the most coffee today because I've just not been able to be fully awake, so if I stumble over my words, I apologize. I just kind of have the jitters. Oh my gosh, yes. I'm like, this is blending just effortlessly, and Blend Bunny Cosmetics can do no wrong, in my opinion. Oh my gosh, like, this is, I'm in love. Okay, I'm being too much, but oh my gosh, like, I don't play with colors like this very often, and I'm just like, this is turning out better than I expected. I don't know what I was expecting. Like, I didn't expect anything bad because it is Blend Bunny Cosmetics, but like, with my comfort level with more neutral shades, if that makes sense. So right here, I am going to focus a little bit more of Attic and just pack it. And really just by patting it, it blends itself. Like I thought that the blends palette blended itself, but this is just blending itself. Like, I'm obsessed. Okay, I feel like this is where it'll be a good little time to go into the next shade. I feel like I want to go into Porcelain to kind of see how that works for blending, but do I want to do Undress or do I want to do Porcelain? I want this to be more very neutral, but I'm not sure because I'm not very experienced with shades like these, like with the neutral looks. Like, they're definitely out of my comfort zone. I don't know why I gravitate towards color. Like, I don't really feel like I learned how to play with anything other than color. So, a little bit of a struggle bus, but I did it to myself, so. But I kind of feel like I'm going to take Porcelain to blend this out. That way, it's just a more kind of quick, so that if you were, like, if you do your own wedding for your makeup, or if you're going to do your own wedding for prom or something like that, I feel like this would work. For this, I'm going to take my DeWalt Beauty Lounge brush and go into Porcelain. And I'm just going to focus that on the edges and just kind of pat it. And we can always go in and touch up anything that just kind of isn't as vibrant as we would like it to be as well. I feel like I want to add something else to this, so I feel like maybe I should add some vintage and then plastic. Let me see. No, I'm just going to go back in and touch plastic up. I feel like that'll be a good idea. Back and forth windshield wiper motions. I'm just kind of patting it in a tiny baby wing shape here on the outer corner. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Attic up a little bit more, so it's more there, because I feel like I'm going to take either Madam or Stitched to really create some smokiness. Now, I know that I said, you know, like super, like, neutral, natural kind of, but we're gonna just do a little smoke, I think. That's kind of, looking at this, I'm just getting so many ideas, and I'm like, I have so many ideas, and I'm wanting to do them all right now. It's like, hey, pick one. So, change it up a little bit. So I'm going back in with that, or going back to the Melt 523 brush. Ooh! Yeet. I'm going to take the Melt 523 brush and go back into Attic. So what I'm going to do is just kind of bring it up a little farther. Just back and forth windshield wiper motions. I'm sitting all kinds of weird. I don't know why. Just the way that this blends so effortlessly. Wow. I'm gonna switch over to that Elena Badro brush again with a little bit of the same shade. I'm just gonna pop it on. I've cleaned this brush off, and I'm going to take plastic again just to give it a nice little baby blend. I'm really just completely in shock at how amazing this blends. And I really don't know why. Like, I know that Blend Bunny's palettes blend amazing. This is just mind-blowing to me. That's because I struggle with neutrals. I'm just like, wowza. So I think now I'm just going to take a little bit more of Attic and just kind of touch it up a little bit on this outer bit. Just a little tiny bit. Pat it down. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Wow. Okay, so I am going to take a little tiny bit more porcelain on that DeWalt Beauty Lounge brush. Make sure I got it nice and cleaned, or excess patted off there. And I'm just going to make sure that we have a seamless blend. And I am going to take it a little bit on this inner corner area of my eye to make it nice and diffused. You don't really want to have much harshness going on. Just kind of patting it. And I'm going to do that here as well to kind of give it that little bit of a blowout right here. And a tiny bit more of plastic. Just pat it. And more porcelain. I think I'm going to take the same brush that I used for porcelain and use plastic and just tap off any of the excess and just stamp it. Nice and diffused. Got a little bit of depth going on, you know, just a little. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take this DeWalt Beauty Lounge little shader brush and I'm going to go into, let's do Madame. And I'm just going to kind of pat it. Oh, I didn't show the shade, my bad. Jumping ahead of myself. But it's this one right here. And I'm so excited to get into these shimmers like you don't understand. So I'm just gonna pat this down. And I'm just gonna take it to about the outer third, almost to the center of my lid. Just like this. I'm just gonna go ahead and get that shape real quick so that I know where to stop, otherwise I'm gonna go ham. Okay, great. Love it. Let's go. This is an interesting shade. It's so pretty. And I'm just gonna take it a little bit outwards, just a tiny bit, about like that. Because I am gonna go back into Attic and get it nice and blended yet again. This is just to create a little schmoker. I'm just gonna do a baby flick there. Okay. And I feel like that will be nice for now. Okay, good deal. With the Melt 523 brush, I am gonna go back into the first shade that we used and just kind of give it a little pat. Get nice and blended. When I say pat and then I start doing back and forth windshield wiper motions, I knew what I meant. This is turning out to be amazingly blended. And I'm noticing something right now, and I'm living for it, but the contrast of Attic with Madame is just like pure perfection. I'm fangirling. Big time. Okay, with that Elena Badro brush, I'm gonna take just a little bit more of that shade and just pat it. I'm gonna also take a little bit more plastic to make sure that everything is blended to filth. But not filth because it's not filthy, it's just pretty. Alright, I've cleaned that brush off. I'm going back into plastic. Pataroo. And I'm going to take a little bit more of porcelain on that DeVault Beauty Lounge brush. Make sure that it's cleaned off. And let's soften this up. Alright, let me swatch these shimmers real quick because I so badly want to use Pretend for this. I feel like it would just be a nice little, but this is Pretend right here, and I'm like so drawn to it. Oh my gosh. And Tulle, it looks like there's a shift in it. I do believe that there is. I can't remember. But now I have all these shimmers that I want to use, and I'm gonna go in real quick with my finger, do a little sneak preview of swatches real quick. I'm just gonna, oh, it feels nice to the touch. Okay, I'm gonna, oh my gosh, there is a little shift to Pretend. Oh my gosh, let's do Tulle. I'm actually gonna like sit down and like film the swatches separately. I'm gonna have to do that on my phone, but I'm gonna do that later, so it'll be more where you get a, oh my gosh, Tulle. Okay, ideas. I was just gonna use one, not using one, probably gonna use 3, so there's that. So I think to transition into these beautiful, light, stunning, shifty, okay, you have my attention at shifty. I'm sorry my voice is sounding weird. My allergies have just been terrible. It was like almost 80 degrees around Christmas, and then like not long after that it dropped to below freezing, and I'm just like, but this is Harley Quinn, and it's a nice beautiful shimmery black, so I think I'm going to use that to kind of transition into the softer shades. So I might use 4. Is that too much? Never. Okay, so oh my gosh, like I'm not even, yeah, I'm definitely gonna do these swatches later. I cannot control myself. I just want to stick my fingers in every shade right now. But I'm also gonna try real quick with this brush here. That's a Morphe one that the stuff has wiped off, and I can't remember I can't remember the name of it, but it's this one. I'm gonna see how well I can get it to go with the brush, to see if I want to use my finger or the brush. But I kind of feel like I'm just gonna use my finger. Yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna use my finger because I like how it's performing better with the finger. I know that these are really buttery, and they kind of also remind me of a Super Shock highlight or Super Shock eyeshadow, and I have the best of luck doing looks with those with my fingers. But just to make sure that I have everything stay, I want to use a little bit of this NYX glitter primer just so that I can, I don't know, just have it there. So I'm going to take a little bit of that NYX glitter primer on the back of my hand and then take this brush and I'm going to pat out the tiny baby bit of creasing that I got right there and just add a little bit of this. I'm taking a little bit of Harley Quinn and just patting it like this. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. Oh. Okay. The idea I just had for a look with this. Oh my gosh. I'm ready to sit down and do my 3 looks with 1 palette video. And I'm going to take it a little bit farther over. That way I can blend the shades together. The way I am tempted to go dress into my old, like from my wedding reception dress after this is finished. Okay. Oh my gosh, yes. And I've taken it a little farther over than I planned, but you know, it happens. Oh my gosh, that is stunning. Now I'm gonna take Pretend. I'm gonna make sure I have my fingers clean because I don't want to stain it. I'm gonna take Pretend and just, oh my gosh, yes. Pop this on here. Oh, the way that is so elegant, I cannot even. And the way they blend together, oh my gosh. Oh, my heart. Yeah, I love it. Now I'm going to take Tulle and do the rest of that lid that's just waiting to be blessed with beautiful shimmer. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Get a nice little one of those. Ooh. And I just have the desire to take lace for my inner corner highlight right now. So that's what I'm gonna do. Pretty glittery when I finished with it yesterday. This is a BH Cosmetics number 6 brush, I believe. So I'm just gonna take lace and do that for the inner corner highlighter there. And just kind of blend them like that. Okay. Really kind of want to use more Tulle. Just bring it upwards. And I'm going to take a little bit more of Madame and use the 523 brush. And just kind of make sure that I have it blended with Harley Quinn. I just wanted a little bit of a darker shimmer to start this off. And with the brush that I use for porcelain, I'm just gonna give it a nice little baby blend here. And I'm gonna take a tiny bit more of Attic and kind of blend that here. And the smallest amount of plastic. And a little bit more porcelain, and then I think that'll be it for now. So, don't know yet. I'm currently telling myself to resist the urge of adding gems. I just feel like that would be perfect. But also, I feel like it's fine how it is. I love it. I do want to take a little bit more of Pretend up a tiny bit more. About like that. Okay, I think this is it. I'm gonna go do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. So that everything flows together a little bit more smoothly in my editing process compared to my Cleona video, I'm gonna go ahead and like branch off right here to do some swatches with this palette. I mean, the Dollhouse palette, it's a dream, and I'm like really excited to do so much more with this. Like, I've been brainstorming looks all day, especially while I was doing this look. I mean, just look at how beautiful. But without further ado, let's do some swatches. So which shades were your favorite? Which shade should I use next? I definitely plan on dipping into those purples. They are absolutely beautiful. I actually used the shade Tulle. Let me double check. Yeah, Tulle. I used it for my highlighter. Look at it. It could be like a gorgeous highlighter, and I have it on my nose and my chin up here. But for my inner corner highlight and my brow bone, I used the shade, I think I said what I was using. It's Lace. Yes, I feel like that is a stunning shade. These shimmers are amazing. I'm absolutely obsessed. I did take the brush, so I actually applied the shimmers on this eye with a brush. I should have done it on camera, but it's okay. I feel like it gave them a little more of a punch. I did not think that I would like to do it that way, just based off of how they felt to the touch. But I feel like it was really awesome. So finger, brush, whatever you want to do. Have lipstick on my teeth. Cool. Love that for me. Anyway, I hope to have the 3 Looks 1 palette video up on next Sunday. I do have a ColourPop mystery box unboxing video that I need to get up soon. I just not felt like talking, so that's been fun. Anyway, let me know what you'd like to see next down below. Don't forget to use the hashtag #SlightlyUnblended for your chance to be featured in an upcoming video. If you would like to keep up with my awkward face and shenanigans while I'm not here on YouTube, I have all my social media links down below in the description box. And if you'd like to keep up with me while I am here on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. It means the world to me. It helps me out a lot, and I appreciate it so much. And I would like to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye!